right. So in the FSO we are just done with how to work with the files and how to work with the folders. Now what we do is we will understand how to work with the drives, system drives. System drives are nothing like nothing but this. Sorry, you go here, all these are the drives here. Okay, so there are C drive, D drive, each one is a drive here. But you don't get too many things inside this. Okay, you don't get too many things inside these drives. But you can, all these are read only for you. But you cannot dig inside each drive. But methods that you can perform is you can retrieve how many drives are there. You can just understand how many drives are there, and you can understand name of each and every drive. Letter you have given for each and every drive. C is the letter. Name is local disk. That's the name of the drive. And what is the size of each and every drive? What is the free space available in the drive? And see whether the drive is accessible or not accessible, whether the drive is ready or drive is not ready. Few things like that you can understand by using FSO. But you cannot, there are many things in the drive, like if you ask how do you do the partition, and if the size is big, I want to partition the driver, like I want to make that into 2 drives. You cannot formatting the drive. If you ask me to do all this, that is not, we cannot do that with FSO. File system object is not the right thing to do that. But there are some other things that comes under network related things. Okay, that is VBScript can do them, but not with the file system object. In the file system object, they have given very limited methods related to the drives. Okay, so let's understand that how we can work with the drives. Okay, so first what I do is create a file system object. FSO equals to create object scripting dot file system object. Then you say OFSO dot drives. So this method is used to retrieve the collection of all the drives which are in the system. Then set O drive collection. So I am accessing all the drives. Drives is used to retrieve collection of all the drives in the system. So what's the script I have written? Set O drive collection equals to FSO dot drives. It will access all the drives. All the drives will be stored in this variable. Drive collection dot count. That will retrieve count of all the drives. Accessing drives. And let me execute this. So there are total 5 drives are there in the system. Now what I have to do is I need to get the name of each and every drive. Let me change the name here, all are just saying it as new value. Then I will say value name is, you call it as value name, okay? So the name of the drive is nothing but volume name, or drive is called as volume also. So first drive name I have given as testing. This one I have given as I will give as materials, something like this, and this you call it as entertainment, something like that you have given. So entertainment is the volume name, F is a letter, drive letter here. So now if you want to understand, if you want to retrieve name of each and every drive that you have, you cannot change this, because this drive name will be changed depends on the DVD you insert. Whatever the DVD name you have given there, that will be updated, because that is the external drive that you have here. Then for each drive in O drive collection. O drive collection, you say drive dot volume name, you say that's called as volume name. Then if you want to retrieve the letter of the drive, then you say drive dot drive letter. Drive letter means retrieving the letter of the drive. Okay. So let me execute this first, and let's see how exactly this works here. Accessing drives, I am executing. Just run it. And first one is there is no name. Okay, we have given it. Just local disk it said as, but no name are actually given for that. So empty it is said. Second one is testing. Testing is the drive, D is the letter. And you can say materials, and it is a E drive, and entertainment is the name of the drive, and F is a drive letter. And last one, it is throwing the error. The reason why it is throwing the error, because the drive name or drive letter can be accessed, drive name can be accessed only when the drive is available. When the drive is available. Now this one, whatever you see here, this one is not accessible for now. The reason, because that is the external drive, it's a removable drive, and when you insert DVD or CD in your system, then only the drive will be ready and accessible. Okay. So since the drive is not accessible, then it is not able to get the volume name here. Okay. So volume name can be fetched only when the drive is available. Then I don't want to see that error. What I need is here, get the volume name only when the drive is in accessible state. If the drive is in non-accessible state, it's not in accessible now, or it's not ready, then don't get the name. So what should I do now? I need to verify whether the drive is ready or not ready. Then how do we do that? 1 minute. I'll show you. If drive is ready, there is something called is ready. Is ready will return true when it is ready. Is ready will return false when it is not ready. If the drive is ready equals to true, then you get it. Else, don't get it. Nothing need to be done. If it is ready, then you get it. Otherwise, don't get it. Then what I am doing here is, C drive, D, E, F, and now no error, and it's not giving anything. The reason, because it is not ready. Okay. Now if it is ready, what I have to do is, I want to get the size of that particular drive. What is the total size of the drive? I don't want the name, or I don't want the letter on the. Okay, I want the drive letter and the size. How do you do that? If it is ready, you say message box. One minute. Say message box drive dot letter. First thing, drive letter. I am getting the letter of it, and then I want to get the size, right? Drive dot available space, it will get what is the space available right now, but you have something called total size. Total size means it will retrieve the size of the drive. So if it is available, then you get the letter of the drive and you get the size of it. Now what it is returning? There is something called 99.7 GB it is, but what it is exactly returning? It is returning in bytes. Okay, it is returning in bytes. Now if you want to convert into GB, that is into KBs. That is into MBs, 1024. This is into GBs. First you are converting into KBs, KBs to MB, MB to GB. 1024 bytes, 1 KB, 1024 KBs, 1 MB, 1024 MBs, 1 GB. Now let's see what exactly it returns. So you can see 99.7. That's the total size. 199.6. Let's see it's correct or not. 199 GB. This one 199 GB and other one also 199 GB. And if you want to get the total size available, whatever the size is available, not the total size, how much size is available, then you can say available space. Then let's execute this now. First one has got 41 GB available. That's a free space. Available space is nothing but how much space is available in the drive. 142 GB available in the second drive, and in E drive 27 GB available. In F drive you have got 89.5 GB available. That's it. So this is what you can do with the drives. So what we have done, you can get the collection of all the drives. You can count how many drives are there. You can see whether you can check whether every drive is available or not available, and you can check. You can retrieve the volume name of the drive or letter of the drive. You can check what is the size available, what is the total size given for each drive, right? And you can check what is the total size available, space available in the drive. Only few things. Only read only. You cannot change any of the properties here. Okay, you cannot change the name of the you cannot change the properties, like you cannot do the partition or you cannot do any action on the drives. Just read only. Okay, these are the things that normally we do with the drives by using FSO. But if you want to say that, if you ask me that I want to do extra things also, I want to do the partitions and all, but you should not use FSO for that. There are different objects created for that. For network related things, you have got different objects created. Okay, let's see. If generally we don't do such kind of things. Okay, depends on the situation. I will explain that as well. Okay, but for now you can ignore it. Okay, so this is all about file system object. You can do all these things. You can work with the files, you can work with the folders, and you can work with the drives like this. Okay, so we have discussed about complete file system object here.